Hello, my name is Jerome, and welcome to my RC construction station. Today, I just got something delivered to my house from Toucan Hobby, and it's a new excavator. Actually, this one is made by Lesu, and it's a SK500 SL 1/14 scale excavator. So, after all the time with my Kobelco, I decided to upgrade and try something a little more expensive. Hopefully this works out great. Because the Kobelco was and is still a great excavator. So you're seeing it as I'm seeing it. It has the Paladin controller, which I've always admired and wanted one of these. And this is what it looks like. This sucker's heavy. This excavator was released in November 2023. And outside of seeing a few ads for it online, haven't really seen anybody that has one. So I guess it's up to me to make the video. Charger, which I'm not going to use because I already have a pretty decent charger. Set of tools. Some little guardrails and mirrors. This thing is huge. Did not expect that, but it is what it is. It weighs 44 pounds. Looks like my little GPS thing popped off. I have to fix that. So there it is. So this is what it looks like. It's a total of 34 inches from the back to the tip. And of course it's even longer once the bucket is extended out. I'm going to power up this transmitter and try to figure out how it works so I can show you some more. Here I'll point out a few things about the excavator. This switch right here is the on-off switch. When it's flicked up, it turns on. Flick down, it turns off. And here, this screen actually lights up, gives you pressure, voltage, other things like that. This is the motor for the turntable. We got a series of 3 fans up here. This is the ESCs. On the top, we got a big speaker right here. This is the receiver. I believe there may be 2 of those. And the battery sits in this compartment. On this side, there's a cooler for the hydraulic fluid. There's also a filter for the hydraulic fluid, which I believe is right here, that removes any particles that might happen to get in it. We have a pressure gauge, pressure adjustment, and this here shows me how high the fluid fills up once I put it in there. And up front, it's just a little storage. Just a little storage bin. All right, I installed a few handrails and mirrors on here. I have the battery put in the top. So now I'm going to power it on with this switch. I'm gonna see if I can zoom in to let you see the display. 12.4 volts, using 1 amp, 26 degrees C. Not sure what the 90% is. Have to read that in the book. It's beeping now because I don't have the transmitter turned on, and I am not going to turn it on until I'm ready to put in the hydraulic oil. But the sound that you hear is right here. There's 1, 2, 3 fans running to cool everything. So let me shut it down and prepare to do the hydraulic oil. Alright, everything's synced up, and now I'm going to add some hydraulic fluid. I'll turn on the pump. Get some more fluid. exercise the hydraulics. All is good. The speed of the motion depends on how fast I have the pump going. Right now it's kind of going. That's a faster speed. I'm not sure where it should be set yet. Eventually I will change it so that the pump turns on automatically by mixing the channels. Alright, I found the light switches. And the sound. back after doing a little digging, and it slowed down and the battery died. I hadn't charged it up since I got it. However, I did charge the battery up, and I've been putting decals and stuff on the side of it. And I have a serial killer guy sitting in the seat. I'll just hold the phone, it's easier to see. Here's my driver, and yes, he is a serial killer. Put a few decals on the side of it. Kobelco. Got a big Kobelco here on the back. So far, everything is great. This is kind of big to be using on my back porch sandbox. So I'm going to take the step and start digging up my backyard in certain places. And I'll send videos of that as it happens. Let me shut them off.
Signal lost.
So the next step for me is to go through my transmitter and take pictures of every screen so that if I screw something up, I'll be able to set it back the way it was when it arrived from the factory. And as I was out there using it today, I so wanted to make a bunch of changes and adjusting things, but I didn't do it because I don't have a record of my screens. So that's the next step of what I'm going to do. If you buy one of these transmitters, make sure you get the one that says EV light. Not sure if that's in focus. And the reason for that is on the side, these levers are what move the tracks, right and left track. In this version of the transmitter, they automatically spring back to the center. If you buy the EV18 version, which has 3 knobs here, one in the center, these do not spring back. And that can become a problem if you bump them or something and your excavator starts walking. So I don't know much about this transmitter. I went through it briefly and it does a lot. So I'll take a big learning curve and then I'll share that in the future. As for now, this is my Kobelco SK500 LC. See you later. If you like what you saw, click like. Any questions, just leave it in the comments. Later.